Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Raw review for the 22nd of February 2021. Can't believe we're already almost into March. But anyway, they're trying with this brand. They really are. It's pathetically sad. I don't think that what they're trying is going to work. But then again, I may not be their target demo. I may not be the demographic of the type of person who wants to see things and talents from a decade and a half ago, reliving glory days when they weren't that special to begin with. And this specifically, I'm meaning The Miz as champion. I think this is the biggest insult to the current product that you can possibly have. I do not support, nor could I support, The Miz in this position. I know they're going to say transitional champion, but again, you can't even come up with something that's going to get you to Mania. This is your big, season of the year. Anyway, we'll get into the show review. Morrison's in the ring. He's out with balloons and a red carpet. He introduces The Miz as the new champion. They pipe in a bunch of fake boos. They do the red carpet, the balloons, the whole thing. Miz is, how do you like me now? He says he was months away from being let go 16 years ago. Now he's here 16 years later. Cena's not. Batista's not. Batista's off making movies. Cena's doing commercials. Nobody not. Batista, Triple H, Big Show, Lashley, Daniel Bryan, and Edge. None of them measure up to him. He has the charisma. He has the attitude. He has the fight. Miz says that he told Edge he was going to do this and he'd cash in on Drew McIntyre. Miz runs down his accomplishments. He claims he's the first two-time Grand Slam champion in WWE. He says he demands respect. Lashley and MVP come out, and basically MVP's there on one crutch. MVP congratulates Miz. He notes that Miz forgot to mention that Lashley helped him beat McIntyre and he wouldn't have done it otherwise. And basically, he owes him a championship match. And Miz thanks them both and tries to send them on their way. They have more celebrating to do. And then Lashley lost the U.S. title, so according to MVP, he's owed a championship match. Miz says he did promise to give him one, but he didn't promise when. MVP reminded Miz that he said Lashley didn't measure up to him, and you know, Lashley threatens that he could send him to an emergency room. Lashley threatens violence and to take the championship. Lucha House Party congratulates Riddle in the back on winning the U.S. title last night. He says he's happy about winning the game of Call of Duty. Dorado reminds him about winning the U.S. title, which is just stupid. Riddle rides a scooter and rides it to the ring. The announcers clarified Miz had until 9 o'clock to respond to Lashley. Now, overview with this. I hate The Miz as champion. I hate even doing it temporarily. I think it's an insult to any of the talent who have worked in the last 5 years to better themselves, that you would transitionally put them in this position instead of putting someone who had never had the shot in the position. Furthermore, I don't think Miz is going to raise ratings. I hope he tanks because it sends the message again that people don't want to live in the past. But if he gets by for a week, at most he might get by for 2 weeks. Now, by the end of the program, there's question about whether he'll even have the championship in 2 weeks, which would be good, and we'll get there. Meanwhile, the Riddle thing is just ridiculous. The Stoner character is fine, but him mocking the, I don't know, maybe the third or fourth most important championship in all of his company with a win and comparing it to winning a video game, he looks like a complete geek. He was a legitimate athlete after all, and the simple fact that he isn't excited about winning it until someone reminds him to be insults not only wrestling in general, but the fans who bother to pay even $10 a month or $5 when we go to Peacock to watch this dribble. It's insulting and stupid. Anyway, Riddle defeats John Morrison in a non-title matchup next, just after 11 minutes. Opening exchange, Riddle suplexes Morrison on the apron. Riddle goes for some forearm strikes. It's an exploding suplex. and a floating bro on the outside. German suplex in the ring for near fall. Morrison comes back with a Spanish fly. Middle rope for 2. Riddle hits the bro to sleep. Morrison comes back with a super kick. Morrison goes for a Starship Pain, but Riddle caught him with the bro derrick for the pinfall. So they're going to be airing NXT on some Canadian channel now. Anyway, they announced that Rhea Ripley's coming to Raw. Good for her. The match with Riddle is fine. I wish they'd done something other than Morrison because I think they're wasting Morrison. But for the sake of getting a good match out of Riddle after just winning the championship, that's fine. Bad Bunny is performing on Saturday Night Live. He boasted about being the 24/7 champion. He said Damian Priest would be in his corner tonight. Sarah Shriver interviews Bad Bunny. He says you can expect to see him with the title every week. Hopefully not. With Priest to decide, again, bad for Priest. Hopefully not. So Priest, Truth tries to sneak up, doesn't work. Truth plays dumb. He makes a reference to Bugs Bunny. Priest tells Truth that his name is Bad Bunny. Truth said, "My bad, Bunny," and then Priest is amused. Truth leaves. This is fine for comedy that's aimed at 7-year-olds, I guess. Anyway, Miz complains to Adam Pearce. Pearce agrees with Miz's statement earlier. People doubted him and now he's champion. Now it's time for him to take on all challengers. None bigger than Lashley. Miz wants to challenge, not tonight, and he said he better make a decision soon. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods defeat T-Bar and Mace. Are they still running this stupid storyline? Anyway, Mustafa Ali, Slapjack, and Reckoning are on the outside. They go just under 3 minutes. New Jay are excited to see the return of Mia Yim. Retribution seem to have won after they give Kingston double choke slam. Ali didn't want to wait. Kingston it wasn't pinned just yet. He demanded to do it again. This allows Woods to toss Mace from the ring. Kingston gave T-Bar Trouble in Paradise for the pinfall win. Ali grabbed the mic and yells about how Retribution's awful. He asks them how long they disrespect him and how long he'd have to deal with all this junk. Good question. How long do we have to watch this junk? Anyway, we go into the second hour. Rather uneventful first hour, honestly. Pierce stands in the ring, calls Lashley out and Miz. Miz enters. He's wearing a suit. Miz tries to plead his case. And he said MVP and he had a deal. Miz pleaded for more time, which would ensure a championship match, caliber match. He said he'd be willing to do it next week. Braun Strowman interrupts. He said he's more qualified and needs more clarified for the opportunity at Lashley. Shane comes out. They piped in chants for Shane. He's apparently a babyface. Shane said Pierce needed to tighten up around here. Shane tells Strowman he could just storm down and demand. He can't just storm down and demand stuff. Shane reminded him that he's a former Universal champ, not WWF champ, or WWE champ. Not that anybody cares. Like, when's the last time people cared about what brand what belt was on? Anyway, Strowman says Shane sucks. Miz sucks. Lashley sucks. The whole thing sucks. Everything sucks. That's the first thing I agree on this program with anybody about. Actually, probably the first time I ever agreed with Strowman on anything in the world, in the universe. Anyway, Strowman wants a title match tonight. Shane thought the idea was a bad one. Strowman wants a match against Lashley instead. Shane likes that idea. Shane said Lashley and Strowman would have a match tonight. If Strowman won, it'd be Miz versus Lashley versus Strowman, triple threat match next week. Miz didn't like that idea. Lashley chop blocked Strowman as Miz and Morrison bailed from the ring. Non-title tag team match. Raw champions Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander defeats Lucha House Party in just under 6 minutes. Hurt Business beat down the champions for quite a while. For the first few minutes, Grand Metalik gives Benjamin a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Dorado hits a splash, gets a near fall. Alexander breaks up a cover. Benjamin tackles Metalik, and Dorado gets a knee strike, and Benjamin follows up with a pay dirt for the pinfall win. Rather uneventful. I mean, not that I want to see Lucha House Party winning matches, but at the same time, it's clear that this is just filler. Damian Priest with 24/7 champion Bad Bunny defeat Angel Garza, remember him, in 6:14. I don't think this should have taken him that long with where Garza has been on the card, but anyway, Garza's in control, hits a broken arrow near fall. Garza hits a running clothesline, knocks Priest from the ring. Garza makes fun of Bad Bunny and invited him into the ring. Garza runs into a kick by Priest. Priest hits a spinning heel kick, and then hit the lights, which is his his new name. Used to be the Reckoning, but we can't have a person and a move with the same name because we can't merchandise it and be greedy and try to market everything and trademark everything because, well, yeah, of course the McMahons and Hunter need more money. Anyway, Saxton and Garza could have won. They're so preoccupied with Bad Bunny. Priest celebrates Tozawa, Carrillo, Gulak run down. Priest knocks down Tozawa and Carrillo, and Bad Bunny sidesteps Gulak, tosses him into the ring. There's a Rhea Ripley video. They're really trying to make this seem like a newer show. I don't think it's going to work, but they're trying anyway. Orton does a promo backstage. He hates to use the word failure, but he said he's been seeing a lot of something like that lately. He said if he'd won the gauntlet match, he would have won the chamber, but instead he was eliminated first. Orton took care of his problems, and Orton is distracted, and that's why he couldn't regain the title. He was distracted by the Fiend and distracted by Bliss, and then they come back. Orton coughed up dark goo, and then stumbles away, and Samoa Joe doesn't even know what this is. We go into the third hour with a non-title women's tag team match. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler defeat Raw Women's Champion Asuka and Charlotte Flair. Asuka and Charlotte send their opponents into the ring. They do a quick break early in the match. Jax and Baszler are in control. They dominate Asuka for a while. They work over her arm. She manages to avoid a stomp, tags in Charlotte. Charlotte escapes. A double team maneuver. Jax cuts her off, hits a power bomb. Charlotte gives Jax a attempted sunset flip bomb that looks horrible. Of course, Nia Jax shouldn't even be employed, and if they weren't trying to keep The Rock happy, she wouldn't be. Baszler knocks Asuka off the apron. Charlotte puts Baszler in a figure four. Jax breaks it up with a leg drop. Asuka tags in, goes nuts on both opponents, uses a running hip attack, gives Jax a Shining Wizard for a near fall. Asuka applies an armbar. Baszler breaks it up with a boot to the face. Charlotte tries to make a save, but she boots Asuka by mistake. Jax follows up with a leg drop, and they pin Asuka. Charlotte tried to assist Asuka after the match, but Asuka didn't want the help. Asuka may have lost some teeth with that kick. Anyway, Sheamus defeats Jeff Hardy. Why do we have two guys over 40 in a throwaway match with a 10-minute segment on this program? Anyway, in the back, Hardy knocked down Sheamus before a quick break. Sheamus is in control when they come back. Hardy hits a drawbreaker, whisper in the wind, and a series of offensive moves ending with a drop kick. Sheamus blocks a splash and cradles them for near fall. Hardy follows up with a diving splash for a near fall of his own. Hardy hits Twist of Fate. Sheamus moves before he can go for the Swanton. Hardy ducks a brogue kick and uses a schoolboy for near fall. Sheamus comes back with a knee strike and a brogue kick for a pinfall. Then we go to Charlotte in the back telling Ric Flair she couldn't focus. She couldn't believe that Ric and danced around after Lacey Evans announces her pregnancy. Tried to pretend the baby was his. She's trying to protect their legacy. She lost tonight, and that wasn't the performer that she wants to be. Charlotte told him to go home. Rick told her he never claimed the baby was his, but he saw potential in Evans. Charlotte said he saw a lot of potential in blondes. He told her she became one of the all-time greats on her own, and everything they'd done together, it was real. He loves her but wanted to expand his brand with Evans and help the women become the biggest part of the market. And you wouldn't want to do this for your daughter, and you wouldn't want to do this for, I don't know, your daughter's friends rather than some random chick that they're trying to push that doesn't matter and won't in 5 years. Anyway, Charlotte didn't see it that way, and she didn't appreciate him doing this on her time. She knew he just wanted to be the nature boy and told him it's time to go home. She's grateful for everything he's done. She loved him, and she leaves. Orton again coughs up slime because this is the Ultimate Warrior in 1992 with Papa Shanga's goo. Maybe Papa Shanga is behind all this. Maybe the Bray Wyatt has been mentored by Papa Shango. Anyway, Naomi and Lana defeat Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke in just over a minute and a half. Naomi and Lana give Rose a double X Factor. Naomi gets the pin. Neither team gets an entrance. Black History Month promo with the Big E, Montez Ford, Bianca Belair, and Drew McIntyre. Why is Drew McIntyre part of a Black History Month segment? Anyway, AJ Styles almost defeats Ricochet in just under 4 minutes. Ricochet gains control pretty quickly, hits a dropkick. Styles kicks his leg out of his leg and suplexes him into the buckle. Ricochet comes back, but Styles hits him in the throat. Styles bounces off the ropes into Styles Clash. Ricochet counters with a Rana. Ricochet follows with a German suplex for a near fall. Styles follows up with a knee strike and Styles Clash for the pinfall win. Post-match, Omos lifts Ricochet high in the air and drops him to the mat. Miz and Morrison argue over which would be worse for Miz. Morrison said they should be cheering for Lashley. Strowman showed up and Miz and Morrison run away. Bobby Lashley with MVP defeated Braun Strowman in 4:17. I guess they're done with the Strowman experiment. I guess that's a good thing. Strowman runs towards Lashley on the outside. Lashley gets under the apron. Strowman hits the steps. Lashley uses a low drop kick and a flatliner for a near fall. Strowman blocks Hurt Lock and tries a vertical suplex. Tries a clothesline and power slam for a near fall. Lashley slips out of another power slam. Gets a spine buster and a spear for a win. Strowman must not have been happy because he kicks out at 3.1. Post-match, Lashley chop blocks Strowman and put him in the Hurt Lock until he passes out. Miz tries attacking Lashley from behind. Lashley hits him with a spine buster and a spear. And obviously, apparently, this is going to lead to Lashley winning next week at Raw. At least that's the only thing that makes sense. And then maybe we'll have Lashley and Drew at WrestleMania, which would actually be entertaining. Anyway, until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.